What is up, guys? Welcome back to DAT Podcast. We're once again here with Dan, Ant, and Timmy. We're going to be talking about AFC record predictions today. Not same as same as the NFC predictions. Not specific actual records. More just like how they're going to do this year in general. So, we're going to start off now with who do you want to start with? Who do you want?
Let's do the most exciting division, AFC West.
AFC West is a great division. You guys can start it off as I'm setting up something for the recording.
All right.
Pick a team, any team.
Well, the team that I think I'm going to pick in last is the Denver Broncos. So, Broncos. They upgraded their quarterback, right? They will signing of Russell Wilson, who I think is going to regress this season. I think he's not a solid season. Just got news that Tim Patrick, out for the season, got a very good dynamic duo in the backfield with Devontae Williams and Melvin Gordon. And there's 1-2 punch with Corlin Sutton and Jerry Jeudy. And then, their offensive line is definitely an upgrade for Russell Wilson from Seattle with Garrett Bowles as blindside blocker. And, Tim, what's your take?
I don't have their depth chart in front of me, but I know that they traded, a weapon in Noah Fant. They traded the key defensive lineman, Shelby Harris, and, they traded the pick that became Iquanu, right? So, they definitely get quite the haul for Russell Wilson, but I honestly, I don't trust, outside of their secondary, I don't trust the team that they have constructed around him to make the playoffs, so I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I don't know if the Seahawks got their 2023 first, because they got Fant, they got Shelby Harris, they got their first, they got a second this year.
I feel like they had another player as well if they.
All right.
Yeah. But their offensive line's definitely pretty good. Lloyd Cushenberry was one of the Giants to get him. It's pretty good.
Read me. What's their offensive line right now? Read me.
It goes Bowles, Dawn Reiser, Lloyd Cushenberry, Graham Glasnow, and Billy Turner. Recently from the Packers. It's an average offensive line.
Yeah.
But Greg Dulce at UCLA, I think he may get some time over Open Clobden, the rookie, but Dennis Fulgham's on the roster.
Yeah, I just don't think that, he won't be thrown. He obviously won't be thrown to DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. Two dynamic receivers who work well with them. But
who's better, Tyler Lockett and Metcalf, or Sutton and Jeudy?
Metcalf and Lockett.
Yeah,
I agree. Sutton's just average, and Jeudy still has to prove himself.
Yeah,
but I think Wilson will succeed better in this than he did. The Seahawks were going to be a playoff team last year, but Wilson got hurt, so that affected a lot of things. But this division is just too good. I think 3 of the 4 teams are going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, Raiders will be close, but we'll have to see. Our defense.
I would Chubb.
It's not really scaring. Not really scaring me.
What team are we talking about right now?
Broncos.
Defense, I think their secondary is really good.
Yeah, besides the secondary. I feel
besides the secondary, it's like, oh boy, looking at Alex Singleton, Draymond Jones, and Mike Purcell, and DJ Jones.
Their edge is insane. Chubb pretty great. And stand the field. They both can stand the field.
I think the Broncos are overhyped this year.
Yeah, Broncos country's overhyped.
Yeah. They had a good free agency. and
Gregory.
so did the. I mean, this whole team had a decent free agency,
Yeah,
at
I'll take
least.
it. Top end safety of the corner of the league. He's just
Broncos, they got Wilson and Randy Gregory. Chargers got J.C. Jackson and Khalil Mack. Raiders obviously got Devontae Adams, and the Chiefs got Juju, which he's definitely a fantasy favorite this year, that's for sure.
Yeah. Hella underrated pickup, in my opinion, Juju.
yeah, but I have a hot take when we get to the Chiefs, but
All right. Well, what ones have you guys done? Just the Broncos?
Yeah, just the Broncos. We've just been. I think we basically covered it all. I mean, I think we can move on to whatever team you want to do next.
All right.
like the issue is Wilson. How much longer is this man going to be in the league? Because how old is he? 35.
I would have said 32.
Let me check. 33.
Yeah.
There's only got a couple more years.
He's 33.
Yeah,
Turns
with the
34 in November.
Broncos are in a tough spot. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
don't think they
third.
have their first round pick next year too, so that makes it even tougher.
Yeah, I checked. Third, I think, is going to be the Raiders. You know?
Third,
Yeah,
I think
we all agree. I think we can agree on the basic structure of this division. I think if you don't have Broncos,
I think Broncos is third. I think Broncos is
fourth.
third. I think the Raiders are fourth, and then I think it's
Call me crazy, but this season, Derek Carr is going to be a better season than Russell Wilson. Derek Carr is one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the NFL.
I never liked Derek Carr. I never liked him as a quarterback. I never thought he was good.
The running back core, though, is stacked. Zamir White he's a rookie. He's going to be a stud.
Maybe.
It's just another running back by committee. I think I clean trades solid 2 years ago for the Cardinals.
On the ESPN, they got Kenyon Drake as the fourth string.
Really?
Yeah, they got Amir Abdullah and Zamir White over him.
Amir Abdullah. Holy shit.
He went off yesterday in the Hall of Fame game.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't. Was all right.
Did you guys watch any of that game? I didn't watch any of it.
I watched like the first couple drives.
Yeah, I didn't catch any of it. I mean,
I will say,
in my opinion, it's the most boring game of the year.
Yeah,
Somebody was getting smoked, right? Wasn't it 20-0?
Yeah, Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders are winning that one. That's
Trayvon Walker, I'm gonna say he's a dog, bro. That man was getting after the quarterback every single play. He's excited to see what he can do.
Yeah.
Right,
So
wide receiver core.
Broncos and Raiders. At least we can agree that they're both bottom two in their division.
Yeah, I feel like they'll both be like 9-8 teams or 8-9 teams.
It's a great division.
We all say like, oh, I feel like I'm catching myself saying 3 teams are gonna make the playoffs from like every single division. I swear.
No, I know.
It's impossible for the AFC.
No, I know. The AFC is very stacked this year.
Well, after the how many teams? After we go over all the teams, we should all say what top teams are going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to their line. Colton Miller, John Simpson, still rocking Alex Leatherwood at tackle.
I'm not going to lie, Alex Leatherwood was pretty good yesterday. Dylan Parham, he's also pretty good. He was like a third-round pick this year. I like him. Their offensive line's fucking garbage, you know. Not really.
When
Not
Anthony was going over the defense, or over each team in the AFC West, though, he failed to mention the Chandler Jones pickup for the Raiders. That's a big one right there.
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty big.
You can actually look at someone else in the defensive line besides Max Crosby.
Yeah.
People forgot about bro, but last year he was looking like he was going to win Defense Player of the Year in the beginning of the season.
What happened to the great man Carl Nassib, huh?
He got cut, I think.
Really? That's just homophobic. I mean, come on. What the hell?
Klein Farrell's still there. Fucking made more draft picks at
Clemson. They got Tyler Lancaster.
This whole entire division has really good pass rushing duos. Raiders got Crosby and Jones. Chargers got Bosa and Mack. Broncos got Randy Gregory and Bradley Chubb, and Chiefs with Chris Jones and Frank Clark. I mean, that's like.
And they got oh my god, what the hell's his name? He was an edge they drafted this year in the first round. Oh my god, from Purdue. George Karlaftis.
Who drafted him? Oh yeah.
Chief.
But I mean overall the defense, the two edge rushers look all right. Interior D linemen's a little sketch.
Hey, Diablo. Best
Linebackers they got Kevin Young over there. They could be a little better. Secondary with Jonathan Abrams, Trayvon Moore, Nate Hobbs. I guess they signed Anthony Averett too. Ron Harmon, shout out Rutgers University.
Shout out Craven LeBlanc.
Where's LeBlanc? Oh, get him off my screen. Fucking
No,
LeBlanc.
their defense is pretty good.
Who's this asshole LeBlanc, eh?
Deion Brown, he was pretty good on the Titans. And Perelman.
Craven LeBlanc couldn't got a podcast. He's garbage.
How was Rockets in? It had to be a trade. Maybe it wasn't.
So let's move on to the more exciting part of the division. The Chiefs and Chargers.
I think the Chargers were finishing in first this year.
No, I'm saying Chiefs.
That team is just too stacked.
Go over Chargers first. Chargers in first this year. I agree with Mr. Munch.
I like the Chiefs. I think Patrick Mahomes is too good not to give them first place.
I think this is my hot take for the Chiefs. I think their wide receiving core got better with more depth than
really
the loss of Tyreek Hill.
Who else did they sign besides MVS and
Sky Moore.
Hey man, don't count on Josh Gordon.
Yeah,
he might come back about 10 years later. What year was it when he went off?
Like 2012.
Yeah, it was 10 years. That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
He's still getting chances because of one season.
Gotta give it to him.
A quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, best in the league. In my mind. Everyone says Josh Allen.
Patrick Mahomes is best in the league.
Yeah, Madden, Josh Allen's a higher overall.
That's crazy.
Line.
Is he actually?
Yeah.
Really? That's bullshit. Well, I mean, Madden never fucking gets anything right, so.
Yeah.
I'm not too concerned with that.
Always gets injured, but he's average running back. Ronald Jones, disappointed that he didn't do anything last year for the Bucs. I took him in fantasy. Kerrick McKinnon, always better back. Juju, McCall Harmon, and Sky Moore. That's just
people forget how good Juju once was.
Yeah.
Oh, they got Justin Ross too.
He's out for the season, sadly.
Oh, he's out for the season?
Yeah. Well, really, Collins, he was undrafted. He was so good 2 years ago, and then he got hurt. Damn. Travis Kelce, best player in the league.
They got the legend at fullback, Michael Byrd.
Yeah, no, he's a hometown guy. Long Valley, New Jersey. Pop out.
That offensive line's insane, though. I mean, when you really look at, what Mahomes is doing in the Super Bowl, 2 years ago, and then you look at that that line.
Brown, though, holding out.
I think the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl this year.
Bro, it's just too stacked.
That'd be a cool matchup for the AFC Championship. Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes matchup. I'd like to see that.
That'd be insane.
That'd be a offensive shootout, in my opinion. I mean, it's kind of just a fact.
Reed Humphrey, absolute dog. Trey Smith in Tennessee, that man was the steal of the draft last year.
Really gay.
Joe Thuney's insane.
Carlos Dunlap is on their second team in this. How old is he, Carlos Dunlap?
He just got signed for 1 year, $8 million.
1 year, $8 million.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think this defense is better than the.
Carlos Dunlap. Oh yeah, he's 33. He's an old dude.
I think this defense is better than the Broncos and Raiders. I feel like they're just.
I don't think the Broncos. Maybe the Raiders.
I like the look of it. That front seven.
Having
young linebackers, Nick Bolton, Willie Gay.
And Nick Bolton's a stud.
Yeah.
Jermaine Carter
this team is.
Last year.
this team is not really going to have a lot of situations with their back up against the wall. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if this defense, if they just want to win the division, this defense is gonna have to step up against all these offenses.
Check out their second string middle linebacker too, Dan.
Yeah, Leo Chenal, go Wisconsin. Secondary was very good, although they lost Honey Badger. Justin Reed, I think, is still above average safety.
Honey Badger's overrated, anyways.
Yeah, check out their CB4.
Who's
DeAndre Baker? Yeah, he was playing well last year. I'll give it to him, but then he got hurt.
Hey,
Trey
Deion
McDuffie.
Bush, ex-Bear. He's kind of a bum.
Yeah, Trey McDuffie out of Washington, second-round pick.
He's good.
Yeah, Rashad Felton. I like him. It's just
Their defense is a lot of blue chip prospects. You know, they got Willie Gay, Nick Bolton, McDuffie, and Snead, who are all like, you know, under the radar type guys.
McDuffie, I love that name.
Yeah, I just want to. Just imagine a Bills Chargers championship game. Like that would be.
Dude, yeah, it's actually crazy. Like, the best teams in the entire AFC, like, it's Chiefs, Bills, Bengals, Chargers, probably. Right.
Yeah.
Like, who else am I forgetting?
Bengals regression year incoming. Not missing the playoffs, but like.
Yeah, no, I don't think they'll make the Super Bowl again. Like, who else? Who else is up there? Maybe the Ravens?
Ravens, maybe. Patriots gonna regress.
Maybe a little Dolphins bounce back.
I could see Dolphins.
I can see them being fighting for a wild card spot. I don't think that's very far fetched.
I think they'll make the playoffs, but Colts I like.
Colts, yeah.
Let's move on to the Chargers right now, so I can just point out to Anthony how much better they are than the Chiefs.
Chargers depth. I don't care how much better they are. Patrick Mahomes is better than Justin Herbert, and that's all I need to know.
Definitely, yeah, but besides quarterback, the Chargers are better at every single position.
Patrick Mahomes is a generational talent.
Yeah, but having Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, and Mike Williams, and
it helps.
Top 10 offensive line with Rashawn Slater, Corey Linsley, and Zion Johnson. It's just absolutely brutal.
Yeah, it helps.
That's that. And the GOAT at their backup center, Will Clapp.
Yeah, Will Clapp.
Yeah. MMG.
Great. Saint Legend. MMG Legend.
Yeah, but...
Oh, God. Yeah, this offense is just, I mean...
Yeah, their defense. Their defense is definitely better than the Chiefs.
Isaiah Spiller at Texas A&M is going to be a dog this year. Austin Eckler came out and said that he's not getting a full workload this year. So,
Bryce Callahan's their backup corner. Yeah, their corners are really good.
I mean that's just it's crazy just looking at this defense.
Yeah, this defense is pretty damn good.
The only guy that I would say is like bad on this defense is Jerry Tillery.
Yeah, that man was a first round pick. Absolute fucking garbage.
I mean, everyone else. Austin Johnson, great nose tackle for the Giants last year.
Yeah, smashing Day. Probably. Just having Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack, Kyle Van Noy.
It's definitely not a team that you look forward to playing. That's for sure.
Yeah, look at what they got in their second string. I know these guys won't be like second string players, but just on the depth chart, you got Bryce Callahan and Kyle Van Noy.
Bryce Callahan will be a second team player. He won't play over his son. He'll be in a cover. I don't even know what kind of set they would play him in.
Kenneth Murray though sucks. He's fucking garbage. Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? Sorry.
You see Radley? Don't go. Derwin James bounce back season.
This whole team's very good. But I still think the Chiefs have a chance to win this division.
Yeah.
I just think Patrick Mahomes is that kind of player.
When do they play?
That'd be a good game to tune into.
Yeah, they don't play him. Oh, they play him early. They play him week 4 and then week 5.
All right. So those two teams, Chiefs, Chargers, top of the division.
Yeah, easily. I think they're jockeying for first place all the way through
Yeah.
the last couple weeks of the year.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next division, we'll go to the AFC South.
All right. Probably one of the worst divisions in the AFC.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Who are we checking out first?
Let's see.
Texans.
Yeah, we'll start probably bottom.
I've said it for a little bit now, but I think this division might be the worst division of football.
It probably is. They don't have any real superstar teams.
Yeah. Davis Mills, though, he's average.
I mean, Colts and Titans can be playoff teams, but they're not Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah.
Mills is still young. He showed some promising games last year, but nothing to really make me say, oh, yeah, he's the future of their team.
But when they traded DeAndre Hopkins, they traded one of those picks to get Brandon Cooks. And right now, I want to say that's working. Although they didn't get that much for D-Hop, they definitely got gypped. But Brandon Cooks has played more games, and I want to say has been better for the Texans right now. Because D-Hop, with being not healthy and getting suspended, I think Brandon Cooks is.
I mean, looking at this roster, his team is just straight up terrible.
Yeah,
I mean, they have very, very few bright spots.
Brandon Cooks isn't even a bright spot because he's done it in a couple
Yeah, he
years.
hasn't done crap.
The offensive line's decent. Tunsil, Titus Howard's still young. Kenyon Green's pretty good. He's first round pick.
Yeah, but they're blocking as somebody who has no receivers to throw to. I mean, besides Brandon Cooks, who hasn't done crap, it's Nico Collins, Chris Conley, and Chris Moore. It's like...
Oh, yeah.
It's like...
I do like Damian Pierce for fantasy this year at Florida. With this offensive line that's actually decent. When Tunsil and Kenyon Green, I can hand that ball over the left side every single time.
Their secondary is going to get torched. They're going to get very little amount of pass rush, and their linebackers are just straight
Their secondary isn't that bad.
It's going to
Yeah,
get
but
torched.
how long's Petrie out for?
Oh, I didn't even know he was hurt.
No, he got diagnosed. Isn't he the one who got diagnosed with leukemia?
No, that's John Milchie. John Milchie's out for this. Sucks.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks. Yeah, that's
Yeah, the secondary has some bright spots with Derek Stingley, Jaron Petrie, Desmond King still average, Fabian Morrow's below average, Steven Nelson's below average.
Yeah, I wouldn't even pick this team to get over 5 wins.
I mean, the front seven, the only person that I'd say is above replacement level is Jonathan Grenard, and that's it.
Yeah.
Must Brock Blackwell was a second pick 2 years ago. Madison, Jerry Hughes.
Yeah, these teams are just not good.
On to the next.
Mario Addison, Jerry Hughes.
Yeah, garbage team. All right, Jaguars, another
mid team.
I think they'll be around a 5 or 6 win team.
I mean, if Trevor Lawrence, if he can play like he was
better season.
Play. Running backs are fine.
Terrible.
Wide receivers a little weak. They got like a decent amount of depth, but not really. They just don't have like a superstar receiver.
It just pains me to look at their running backs and see that the season that James Robinson had and just see him listed as the backup.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, but Travis Etienne was drafted in the first round. This man was.
Yeah.
Although I don't want to draft him in fantasy because I'm afraid of James Robinson, I think he'll still have a good season.
Hey, I drafted Evan Ingram.
Yeah.
He can do it. He could be the one.
Yeah, watch him just have like a bounce back season.
He could.
Yeah, you can't have a bounce back season when you never had a good season.
Hey,
although
most improved player.
He did have a good season. Comeback
player of the year.
Although first day of training camp, I get a tweet of Evan Ingram dropping a pass and waiting to a pick.
Oh, I mean, he'll if he catches, he needs to worry about the run after catch because he's not going to catch every pass. So, catch like 40% of your passes and then just make up with it for the yards.
The issue is the run after the catch is the issue is the man doesn't keep his eyes on the ball. He's already looking on the field. The way he just catches the ball is just disgusting.
I mean, send him to a camp or something. Get the ball machine, set it to freaking 100, and just shoot it at him until he learns how to catch it. That's what I think.
But I was watching a couple of days ago the Bucks versus Giants. Daniel Jones' first career start. That man went off. He had like 2 one-handed catches, a 75-yard touchdown. I wish we had it.
Yeah.
Drafting Eric Flowers, Eli Apple, and Evan Ingram back-to-back couldn't have fucking been worse.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Their
Offensive
defense.
line.
Yeah, we'll go with offensive line.
Yeah, offensive
Brandon
line's
Sheriff.
okay.
Brand
We'll definitely have
Sheriff,
him a lot.
yeah. I don't know, they're all kind of not really great.
Tackles are decent, but besides that,
They need a blindside blocker for Trevor Lawrence.
This linebacking core is nasty. Oh my
Yeah, I like this front
Yeah.
seven. I like the front seven much more, like a lot, to be honest. Fatuski and Devon Hamilton are both good, solid players. And then you got Josh Allen off the edge, and then you got Walker off the edge, and you still got Devin Lloyd and
They got
Boyce
Chad Moma. I love
Yeah,
that
Chad
guy's
Moma
name.
out of Wyoming and Kayvon Chason out of LSU. First round pick last year.
Yeah, they're solid. Front seven's solid.
Having Josh Allen, Devin Lloyd, Jose Lucan, Trayvon White, Chad Moma, and Kayvon Chason, that is.
I think you can
second
go 7-10 if they really have a good season.
Yeah, but
saying-
I mean,
That's-
they could overachieve to the max and still win 4 games because of how good the AFC is. Like,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
that's like
no matter what, their schedule is hard. Like if you're in the AFC, I mean, I guess out of all the AFC divisions, this is the best one to be in, but
yeah, true that.
Yeah.
but it's still you're still playing all the other AFC teams. It's not a cakewalk, that's for sure, especially for the Jaguars.
I think the Titans finished in second. It's just
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that because Ryan Tannehill is mid.
Ryan Tannehill is below average. When we were at Timmy's house watching that Bengals Titans game, wild card, he was garbage.
Yeah,
he was
no,
terrible.
he's not a good quarterback. I don't think at all.
Man had 3 interceptions. I think the first play was an interception. To be honest.
Can Derrick Henry win comeback player of the year?
I think.
Absolutely.
He definitely can.
Yeah.
Just play like he plays. Did you
Yeah.
guys see that TikTok? It was it's funny. It's like this guy showed a video of Derrick Henry in training camp, and he ran through like people holding shields, and they like hit him, and then the guy was like, "What the hell are you hitting him with shields for?" And he was like, "Hit him with this," and he grabbed his chair from his dining room set, and he was like, "It was like that's."
Yeah, I did see that.
yeah. It's like
Also some
you actually got to hit him with that shit because he won't go down otherwise, and that probably wouldn't even phase him.
Yeah, I also was my Becton knocked over his coach.
He did.
And then, yeah,
Damn.
drill. But, last year they had Julio and Adrian.
Yeah, no, their wide receiver core is.
I
That's
think
what I
for the
think of it.
beginning of the season, it's not going to be good. But I think towards the end, they'll start to click.
Maybe.
Robert Woods, I think. I don't know how Robert Woods is going to play after a torn ACL and Traylon Burks in the beginning of the season, but I think.
Are we on the Titans now?
Yeah, right. Robert Woods. He's
Traylon
not-
Burks, I feel like that's going to be another even trade, just like the Jefferson.
Are you on the same? You're not on the same team as us right now.
No, I was.
What?
I mean, I still had the depth chart up for the Jaguars. I was just kind of listening along.
Yeah, Dan though.
No, I'm comparing the Traylon Burks trade and AJ Brown to.
Oh.
I think that's just gonna be another even trade in a couple of years. Like Traylon Burks, Traylon Burks and AJ Brown are literally the same exact player. Like, at least in college. But we'll see how Traylon Burks plays.
I think Titans are one of those teams who are kind of stuck in that position of like they obviously consider themselves a win now,
Yeah,
but they're just not good enough to win now.
yeah. I have a question. Do you think AJ Brown will succeed in Philly, or you think he will do better with the Titans before? Really? I think Jalen Hurts is a below average passing quarterback.
Well,
I don't know.
I can't really you can't really say that yet.
But, like, it's tough because he had Devontae Smith, but Jalen Hurts is a below average quarterback. Here he was with Derrick Henry, which took away.
I'd say coming into this year, he's seen as an average quarterback. Not too good. Has bright spots, but not, superstar lead a team. But I think
Yeah.
he can be. He has all the tools, and he has the weapons.
Yeah.
No, the issue with Jalen Hurts is people are overhyping
Speaking of
him.
weapons, Austin Hooper,
Yeah.
quality tight end.
Austin Hooper?
The offensive line is actually not good at all. Terrible line. I mean, an injury away out of the league.
All right.
Ben Jones.
Nate Davis is all right. Ben Jones is all right.
Hey, Malik Willis could get the start this year for the Titans if Ryan Tannehill is shit in the bed.
Yeah, but I think he's going to
I'd rather start Mr. Handoff Ryan Tannehill than Malik Willis.
I don't think that Derrick Henry and a running quarterback would mix well.
Yeah, rest in peace, but I could see Malik Willis being like that.
I think Derrick Henry would fit good with like Mac Jones.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a pass first pocket quarterback, not like Malik Willis, who might run around fucking his entire field before he decides to do anything with the ball.
I see Malik Willis's career being like Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace. But that's honestly what I see it being like to that. Not that they play the same, but like.
Man, that's crazy. Dwayne Haskins is dead. Like I completely forgot about that. That shit is crazy.
I see Malik Willis as Marcus Mariota.
Maybe.
Not
that'd be such a shame for their fan base.
Yeah, honestly.
I
don't think Malik Willis was the right pick. I think a pocket quarterback would have been better for them.
Yeah, but like at the time, like Malik Willis' upside is through the strong arm quarterback scrambler, just accuracy.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of hard to pass up on him.
But this defense, I think, is still pretty good. Week 1 against the Giants.
Jeffrey Simmons, Harold Landry, he's good. Zach Cunningham's good. Bud Dupree.
Danny Audrey had a really good season last year. People forgot about him. He had 9 sacks.
Who's that?
Quality. Danico Audrey.
Oh, yeah.
Linebacker core got worse with the loss of Jalen Brown and Rashad Evans. Bud Dupree is just average. I don't think he's good.
Kevin Byard can lead their secondary.
Yeah, Caleb Farley finally getting to play at Virginia Tech.
Roger McCreary and Elijah Molden, they're solid cornerbacks. McCreary was a...
I want the Giants to get Roger McCreary.
Second round pick?
Who, McCreary?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was second out of Auburn. Yeah, it's just...
I think this team finishes second. Because of their quarterback situation.
Yeah, I just think Matt Ryan is better than Ryan Tannehill.
And
speaking of Matt Ryan,
it's crazy how it's the two best running backs in the league. In the same division.
Yep.
So let's move on to the Colts, yeah.
Nick Foles, backup quarterback.
Oh, championship bound. Matt Ryan goes down in the playoffs, dies.
I think this wide receiving core is underrated. Pittman, Paris Campbell out of Ohio State.
Not great depth though, at all.
Alec Pierce, I love Alec Pierce. Although I think he went early in the draft, I think he was a dog at Cincinnati. He's a dog in the NFL.
The dog. Moali Cox.
QT.
Moali Cox. Yeah. He had a couple good games last year, but yeah, he says.
Let me tell you, Quentin Nelson is going to have to pick up the slack a little bit
He's
more.
gonna have to block the entire line.
Yeah, him and Ryan
Kelly
Kelly.
and Braden Smith are still good, but they lost Mark Lewinsky to the Giants. They lost
Quentin Nelson on
Fisher.
the. He's gonna have to take
Eric
his.
Fisher.
He's gonna have to take his drop steps and just kind of. Oh, he saved what? Okay. He's gonna have to push Matt Pryor out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Notre Dame produces the best offensive lineman ever. Like,
losing Eric Fisher is a big deal. Like, I know he was old and he kind of wasn't that good, but I mean, Matt Pryor at left tackle now protecting a 37-year-old quarterback's blind side is not really what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
this defense, though, is very good.
Yeah.
What's his name? Darius Leonard changed his name. You see that?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
What was it, too?
Shaquille Leonard.
Shaquille Leonard. Why?
And that's like his real name, but everyone called him Darius. So
Really?
I'm still gonna call him Darius Leonard.
Yeah,
But
I'm not calling him Shaquille.
Yeah, but look at that front seven. I mean, come on now.
yeah, Quiddy Pay, DeForest Buckner, Yannick Ngakwe. That's that one.
Grover, you're just gonna pass out my boy Grover Stewart like that?
Grover.
Grover, Red Rover.
Their secondary,
Well,
yeah,
me-
their secondary is good.
Love me some Bobby Okereke.
Kenny Schmitty Moore.
He taking you to the crib in Madden 21.
You know, like Nick Cross is already. Nick Cross is like a 4th-round pick at Maryland this year. How the hell is he already starting? Vaughn Gilmore, I still think is a top 10 corner in the league. Like,
I can't say that confidently, but I still think he can be a good corner.
Yeah.
Just because he bounced around on teams, I feel he's going under the radar.
Julian Blackman listed on the second string. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Think he's
Well,
going
they
over
have-
Rodney.
they only have 2 corners in there right now, so
Isaiah Rogers, he's a decent corner.
Yeah, he's good.
yeah.
And punt returner.
Yeah. Well, Naheem Hines is a punt returner, apparently. Isaiah kick returner, but you never know. They switch that out all the time.
Yeah,
I don't think that's really set in place. I think this team wins the division.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This team wins the division, but doesn't make it far in the playoffs because the AFC is goddamn stacked.
Yeah.
I guess we'll go counterclockwise and go to the AFC East.
yeah. All right.
So we got
Last place
the
team.
Patriots,
I'm saying the
Bills.
Patriots.
Everyone say your
that.
last place team for this division on 3, all right?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Jets.
Patriots.
Jets. I'll say it again.
Patriots.
Jets.
Hard regression.
Jets. No.
You know, everyone wants to talk about Devontae. Oh my God, what a trade kid.
Let's go to the Patriots then. We'll start off with the Patriots.
Mac Jones, I say above
Mac
average
Jones,
quarterback this season.
sophomore year, gonna blow up. He's gonna have a great year.
I agree.
Devontae Parker,
Jamie?
Jacoby Myers, and Kendrick Bourne is good enough for him. And Nelson Aguilar.
Yeah, that's an average wide receiving core.
Bill Belichick will not let this team be the worst team in the division.
I don't know. His defense, though, garbage.
Tyquan Thornton, too. He was a second round pick, I think.
Yeah, the Baylor.
Tom
That's the one.
Montgomery.
Isn't he supposedly like faster than Tyreek Hill or something?
Yeah. Hunter Henry and Johnny Smith, 1-2 punch.
Yeah, that is pretty dangerous.
Oh, Strange, though, 1st-round pick out of Chattanooga, bro. That man's getting bitched already.
Oh, I remember that pick being
But
good
I
there.
mean, overall, that offensive line, like, find me a better offensive line. than
Yeah,
that.
that's a pretty good offensive line. Mac Jones is in a good position offensively.
Yeah.
So I think their
His
offense
defense,
is good.
though. His defense is crap.
Yeah.
You know, they still got David Goddard.
Matthew
They got
Judon.
Matthew Judon. Dan McCourty, like, fuck you, Jabril Peppers. Howard Duggar, like,
Dev McCourty's old, decrepit.
Sean Wade at Ohio State. Damn. He's only 23 still. Forgot about him.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
really
this-
like this defense.
You do
You
or
like the
don't?
defense?
You like the defense?
Yeah.
You do?
I guess it's
I am not a big fan of this defense.
I don't think they're good.
I mean, they have good secondary and good secondary depth, but I wouldn't say good secondary. They have good secondary depth.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think this defense.
Yeah, like look at that depth's insane. Sean Wade in the first
shit.
string, but
Yeah, but
I don't know.
I just don't think this
Here's my
defense.
take. They have
Christian
Bill
Barmore on the
Murray. They have
second
Bill
team?
Murray at rush D end.
Christian Barmore on the second team? What the fuck are they doing?
He sucks against what is it, passing?
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. No, but
Bill
I think
Murray.
just like overall, I think this team is like easily better on paper than the Jets. Like, let's be honest. But
Yeah. Oh, totally.
No.
Yes.
You think they're better on paper than the
Yes.
Jets?
Yes. I mean, come on. The Jets. The only
Okay.
reason people are saying the Jets have a chance is because they like Zach Wilson for banging his mom's
Okay.
friend.
Besides the coaching, I think. Okay, let's go over position by position. Zach Wilson, Mac Jones. Brees Hall, and
Damian Harris. Can't
Damian
say.
Brees Hall.
Cannot say.
I'm saying Brees Hall.
I say
Brees Hall
Damian
actually
Harris.
will
I say
stop in the
Damian
league
Harris.
first.
I'm still thinking Michael Carter over Damian Harris.
O-line or wide
Yeah,
receivers. I'll
maybe.
probably take the Jets. O-line.
I'm taking
I'm taking the Patriots.
I'm taking the
not gonna-
Patriots 10 days out of 10. Hunter Henry, Johnny Smith, tight end. I'm taking the Patriots
Okay.
10 days out of 10.
Tight end, I'm taking Patriots. Offensive line, I'm taking Jets. Are
That
you
is
kidding me?
the
What?
biggest cap I've
Whoa.
ever heard.
Whoa.
That is the.
Whoa.
What are you talking about? The Jets
you-
have nowhere near the offensive line that the Patriots have. It's almost
Okay.
like you can't even. You can't even
signed
say that.
Lincoln-
All right,
Bro,
they
signed
got.
Lincoln Tomlinson. And
Yeah,
that's it.
they have the right side of their O line is the only thing that you could compare with Elijah Vera Tucker and Mekhi Becton. Without that, they're nowhere
No.
near the Patriots.
Lincoln Tomlinson and George Fant are quality players.
They're
Though.
No.
quality, they're not better than
They're
their
not
tackles are
better.
better. They're not better than Isaiah Wynn and Trent Brown.
The upside, With-
I think out of
Mekhi
Isaiah Wynn, Mike Onwenu, Trent Brown, and Mekhi Becton, I hear 3 tackles that are better than Mekhi Becton.
no, Mekhi Becton is good when he's on the field.
That's
Yeah,
a problem.
I hear 3 tackles that are better than Mekhi Becton. I'm taking Patriots O line.
I'm taking
every
Patriots
other week.
offense.
I'm taking the Jets offense.
Man, you
The
are a
weapons
Jets
they have?
fucking front runner this year. You love the
Jets and-
Jets.
Jets and offense don't
Brees-
mix. Like
Yeah, come on, you
Reds,
gotta know this.
Brees
Jet-
Hall,
Jet,
Michael
Jets
Carter,
and Jets and a
Elijah
win
Moore.
don't mix.
Brees Hall, Michael Carter, Elijah Moore, Corey Davis, Garrett Wilson, Denzel Mims, and CJ Uzama.
All I see there is players that could be good.
Yeah, well, I can see could be good on the Patriots.
No,
Who?
you've seen
Besides
No,
Hunter Henry,
Hunter Henry and Johnny Smith both played good as a tight end duo last year. Their offensive line is better than the Jets, period. And their wide receivers were all good at one point, and they have good depth at the wide
Kobe
receiver
Myers
position.
was. Kobe Myers had 0 touchdowns last year.
And they have good depth at the wide receiver position.
No. Jets have better wide receiver core.
Patriots have a better offense. Defense,
Jets have a better defense. Without a doubt.
maybe. Patriots unit will always find a way to. I'm literally the guy that said I think the Patriots are gonna be last too, but I don't know. The Patriots as a unit will always find a way to be quality together. I mean, I don't know. Not much. I mean, to be fair, not much has changed from this team last year on defense, and I mean they made it to the.
I can't say really
playoffs.
who's going to be better defense, but I don't think there's no way that the Patriots finish last in the division. Just because of the fact that Bill Belichick won't allow it. He'll
His
find a
offensive line.
way.
Or this defense. Carl Lawson, Solomon Thomas, Quentin Nelson. And the second, the linebacking core, CJ Mosley, average. Quan Alexander, average. But Jermaine Johnson at Florida State is he's going to be good.
Oh, wait, never mind. They got Bryce Hall. Never mind, they're in the division.
Bristol's good.
They had Michael Carter, Bryce Hall, and do they still have all 3 of them? Do they have Lamar Jackson?
No, the
still?
Bears actually have Lamar Jackson.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
This
They have Greg Zola
That's-
since it went.
Sauce Gardner, Marcus Jordan Whitehead, and DJ Reed. And Berthold, that's a pretty good secondary. That's a young, quality secondary. Jets will finish above the Patriots.
No.
Yeah, I can see it only because of like a Jet overachieve. I think the Patriots are better on paper, but I think the Jets overachieve and become better.
Nope.
Look at the Jets' schedule.
Patriots are not finishing under the Jets.
They play the Ravens and the Jets. Jets play Ravens, Bengals. Oh my God, the first 1 through 4, they play the whole AFC North. Then they play the Miami, Green Bay,
Why the
Denver.
fuck are Baltimore? Why is Baltimore in the AFC North? It's dumb as shit. Shit like that is so stupid.
They play the AFC North, and they play the Dolphins, Packers, Broncos, Patriots, Bills, Patriots again, Bears, Minnesota, Buffalo, Detroit, Jacksonville, Seattle, Miami. That's a tough schedule.
Yeah, I'll be at that Bears game.
I think we've talked enough about the Patriots and the Jets. Maybe a little too much.
Right. Dolphins.
The Finns.
The Finns, I think, have.
Seed City.
I don't really know what to say. The Dolphins. I want to say they have a good future, but then again, Tua is their quarterback, and he could change that completely for them.
Who's better than Zach Wilson?
Tua is, you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Right now, yes.
Yeah, that's close. Yeah.
I think so. I can agree with that.
Chase Edmonds and Raheem Mostert, two average running backs.
Tony
Very
Michelle
good.
and Miles Gaskin. At least if you know somebody gets hurt, I mean that's four
You can go through
running
three.
backs I would actually be confident to give the ball to.
Yeah, isn't Gaskins
would-
listed as last, as the fourth?
Yeah, well he's kind of like he's not a great runner.
No, I know, but that's crazy. Like, he just had, like, a decent season.
Yeah.
Wilson, alright. He was actually pretty good on the Cowboys last year. Mike Gesicki, top 10.
Jalen Waddle's
in
going
the
to have a
league.
good season. Tyreek Hill's going to have a good season. Cedric Wilson can have a good season. Gesicki's going to have a good season, I think. Chase Edmonds, I don't know. I feel pretty
Offensive
mid-season.
line is average. Armstead, Connor Williams, and Austin Jackson.
Yeah, it's nothing to, like, freak out about. But
Robert Hunt, the GOAT.
Yeah, everyone only knows him from that catch that didn't even count. Defense, fucking mid. Besides that secondary.
Secondary's
Just-
good. Yeah, linebackers are... Front seven's pretty mid.
You know what? He can
Yeah, Jalen Phillips. He could be good.
Yeah, he was pretty good last year for Miami.
Yeah.
Melvin
Yeah,
Ingram.
Melvin Ingram.
Yeah.
Too, for some depth.
Both listed at second string, but... Well, maybe not over Emmanuel Ogba.
It will go.
Maybe
Ogba,
over Van Ginkel.
And over whoever that guy is.
Ogba.
Robert.
Ogba will be an end. Will be at the end.
He'll probably play more of that. Well, what? Yeah, they run 3-4. So
Yeah, so we'll go Ogba, Raheem Davis, Christian Wilkins, Melvin Ingram, Jerome Baker, Jalen Phillips.
they'd be stupid not to give Jalen Phillips more reps.
No, we'll start. He had a good season last year.
Look who they got, Dan, in their third string corner.
Yeah, Keon Cross in mid.
Keon Cross and should have been getting more time last year for the Giants.
He had special teams. Okay.
Special teams.
Secondary pretty good.
This fucking
Alright.
guy.
All right.
I
We all
think.
agree
I
they're
think.
gonna finish second.
Yeah. Second.
Bills, Super Bowl team, without a doubt.
Yeah. Super Bowl contenders. That's for sure. That is faux show. There's really no doubt. Quarterback, go. Devin
The
Singletary.
only thing I'm worried about though
mid.
is losing Brian Cable as their offensive coordinator. I feel like that's
The
gonna
wide
hurt 'em a
receivers
little bit.
aren't good besides Stephon Diggs.
No, Gabe Davis breakout last year.
Yeah, he break out one fucking game.
Isaiah McKenzie's also a stud too.
They got Tavon Austin in there? Damn.
I still can't believe James Cook. Everyone's overhyping this man. This man is 5'11", 190.
That doesn't
Oh my
matter.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not. Maurice Jones-Drew
not-
was like fucking 5'9", dude.
He is not going to be good in the NFL. Devin Singletary is better than him.
I don't think it's very hard to be
Yeah,
better than Devin
very hard to
Singletary. He's competing for starting, I think.
All three of those guys.
O.J. Howard on this team, I think.
They got Duke Johnson, too.
O.J. Howard's a big pickup.
Dawson Knox, I think, is going to actually have a good season this year. I think he'll do well this year.
Yeah, he will. He's quality.
He is quality. He'll step up, kind of. I think he'll be a pretty big target for Josh Allen.
I'm understandable.
Their O-line, it's good.
Front seven is quality too.
Front seven.
No, they lost the GOAT John Feliciano on the offensive line, so
It's
Yeah, they call him
terrible now.
Dirtbag.
Von Miller, Tremaine Edmonds, it's good. Shaq Lawson's good.
Greg
AJ
Rousseau.
Epinesa should be
Yeah,
starting.
Greg. Ed Oliver's
Ed
left
Oliver.
over.
AJ Epinesa should be starting.
Matt Milano.
Jordan Phillips on the bench.
There's
Yeah.
no weakness on this defense. There's not a single weakness on this defense.
Yeah, Tre'Davious White, Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde are good secondary players. So, yeah, this defense is good. Offense is good. This team's going to the AFC Championship and losing to the Chiefs. That's what I think.
They're going to the Super Bowl. Hop on the train now. Hop on the train.
The real New York team.
There's not a weakness on this team besides running back. That's the only weakness. Henry Clark.
Yeah. Good depth at running back. No superstar, though.
Yeah.
They don't need it, though. They got Josh Allen. There's really no need for that.
Let's
Yeah.
start again for the AFC North with the team we think is going to finish last. With Deshaun Watson serving as.
Wait. Hold on. I need to think for a sec. Hold on. AFC North. So we got the
And Deshaun
Bengals,
Watson
Browns,
suspended 2
Steelers. Bengals, Browns, Steelers, Ravens. All right. You start the countdown.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Browns.
Steelers.
No.
Steelers.
No.
Steelers fucking suck.
Nope.
This team is so garbage. They're besides
They are bad. I say we start with the Steelers.
Jacoby Brissett has a shot to be better than Trubisky and Pickett.
I thought you were going to say
Pickett-
Deshaun Watson. That's about it.
No, but having
Pickett-
Brissett,
Pickett hasn't
Brissett start.
improved himself. Trube is
Yeah, but he
actually
doesn't
the
need
GOAT
to.
of all time. Trube is the best quarterback they could possibly ever have.
Brissett doesn't need to do anything.
Brissett
Call Hunt, top 5
is going to
offensive
be a
line.
bum. He's not going to call.
Top 5.
What do you mean call Hut? You act like Nick Chubb doesn't do shit besides run the
Are
ball.
you? Yeah. What
That's
else are you
all
supposed
he
to do?
does. You can't run the ball the whole game.
Okay.
They have
you're obviously
negative
gonna pass it too.
receivers, and they have negative quarterback situation. Jacoby Brissett is not the guy. He wasn't the
Well, it
guy for
doesn't
the
matter. He only
Colts, and he
needs
won't be the
6
guy.
weeks.
Their defense isn't good enough to just have them run the entire game. You can't do that.
Yeah, but
Deshaun
obviously
Watson's
not gonna run the whole
suspended.
game.
Jacoby
having-
Brissett is not a good quarterback, and Amari Cooper and maybe Donovan Peoples-Jones is their only competent wide receiver. David Njoku's overrated. Their line's really good, actually.
They're top 5. There's no need. Having Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt at running back is obviously going to help you with the fucking top 5 offensive line. You won't forget David Bell is pretty damn good at Purdue this season.
But as I said before, Jacoby Brissett is starting, so that's
he
all
doesn't
that
have to do
matters.
much. Trubisky
Are
blows.
we looking at Browns or Steelers right
Both,
now? Reviewing?
both. Trubisky, he does, but
Look at
the
that-
thing with the
look at that
Browns, I
offensive
just think
line.
they're such a shambled team. Like I feel like coming this season, they just have such little chemistry. I have no proof to back that up, but I just feel like they just have no chemistry, and I just don't think they'll click. I don't think they'll click until it's too late.
Yeah, they just traded like their guy that, a lot of the city loved and
Yeah,
took them to the
exactly.
playoffs the first time.
I mean, look at
And
his
won.
commercials.
Steelers' offensive line is worse
Yeah,
in the
I know.
NFL, maybe next to the Bears.
Yeah, they don't have a good offensive line. Well, at least ours is young. Theirs is just bummy.
Bum me to the max. They
Hey, George Pickens has been
cool.
balling out in the training camps. George Pickens is balling out.
got George Shiesty Pickens.
But
I mean, look,
George
Until he
Pickens
throws a
has been
hand.
George Pickens has been getting in a fist fight with Terrell Edmonds and Minka Fitzpatrick.
but how about that Steelers defense? Come on now.
Yeah, dog shit.
Stop.
Do
Bro.
not even come at me with that shit. Miles Jack, Devin Bush, TJ Watt.
Devin Bush is hot garbage.
Yeah,
If
shut
you-
the fuck up, Dak.
He's terrible. Him and Miles
Yeah.
Jack fucking suck.
No.
Besides Larry Oginobi,
Danny,
TJ
you
Watt, Terrell
love to hate the Steelers. You've hated the Steelers. You'll hate the Steelers until the day you die. You do not like the Steelers. I don't know what they ever did to you, but you do not
I
like
don't
the
really
Steelers.
care about the Steelers.
That is
because they're
cap.
in the
You
AFC.
do not like
They're
them.
I don't like any AFC team. I don't like any team besides the Giants.
No. I don't mean
Mostly-
like you could just care less about them. You don't care less about them. You don't like them.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
you
when we're talking
genuinely
about
do not
who's
like them.
better, the Browns or the Steelers, it's the fucking Browns are better.
No.
Without a fucking doubt.
No.
Browns? Oh my god, this secondary is not good at all.
The
besides
Browns
Minka.
the Browns will be like the Nets in the playoffs this year. They are the least they have no chemistry. No chemistry at all. Their team is in
They don't-
shambles. They didn't even practice. They haven't even been practicing with the right quarterback up until this fucking
Yes, they
point.
are. They're practicing. Deshaun Watson's still practicing.
Yeah, exactly. They're not practicing with the right quarterback.
No,
He's
but
not
they're
their
still getting
quarterback
reps
for the
with-
first 6 weeks. So you just give up the first 6 weeks. Jacoby Brissett was mid and less than mid for the Colts, and their team just doesn't know what the hell is going on, and their defense is not good enough for them to completely rely on Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt carrying the ball.
One thing to
2017.
point about the Steelers is, when was the last time they were under 500?
Exactly. Mike Tomlin has never had a season under or a losing season.
Yeah, but that quarterback is fucking dog shit.
They've dealt with worse.
Dude, he had Ben Roethlisberger last year.
They've dealt with worse
talking
than
about-
this. Not even with just the quarterback. Their entire roster. Ben Roethlisberger was so mid last year. He would just dump it off every fucking time. So why they're gonna do that again? You don't think that they're gonna use Najee Harris for the athlete he is? Mike Tomlin is one of those coaches that, like Bill Belichick, won't let his team lose, or at least lose that much. They're not going to be worse than the Browns.
People forget it. People forget about Brissett in 2019. Man, 15 games played.
2019 was
yards.
3 years ago. The man
Yeah,
has not
still.
done shit since then.
Yo, because he hasn't
Jack
played.
shit.
Because he hasn't played.
He is not going to do good for the Browns.
He doesn't have to. All he has to do is be serviceable for 6 weeks.
He won't be serviceable.
He'll be
Okay.
lucky. He'll be lucky to go
What?
2-4.
Let's see if they get. Still, it doesn't matter. If they go out and get Garoppolo, are they better than the Steelers?
Who?
The Browns.
If the Browns get Garoppolo?
Yeah.
I don't know. It definitely makes it closer.
That if they go to Garoppolo, that would be the worst series of events I've ever seen in front of.
Yeah, the
Understand.
Browns
Trading
front
Baker
offense
May-
would be literally thrown into a pit of fire.
Trading Baker, they wouldn't even be able to get him. There's no way they have any salary close to be able to do that.
Just looking at it,
Imagine
Browns-
having that. Jacoby
Browns-
Brissett,
yeah, well,
Jimmy
we don't have to worry
Garoppolo,
about
who's a
Brissett.
veteran and
Yeah.
mid, and Deshaun Watson, who's suspended for 6
doesn't-
weeks.
It doesn't matter about Garoppolo. Shanahan and what the fuck? Skavinsky, whatever that. What the hell is the Browns quarterback? Head coach's name. Kevin Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski and the 49ers head coach are Woody and Shanahan are the same exact minded quarterback head coaches.
But
Garoppolo,
But
when he
the
was there,
49ers have
all
been to
he-
the NFC Championship in the last 3 years.
Yeah, well, Garoppolo, if he was Mayfield is dog shit. He didn't do anything. He was playing there with one shoulder.
He's better than Jacoby Brissett. And
Okay,
he's been playing well in the training camps.
Who?
Mayfield. Baker. He's been playing well in the training camps.
He's got a brand new shoulder to throw with now.
Then why didn't the Browns keep him if he's got a brand new shoulder?
Well, because Deshaun Watson's a lot better.
And he's not playing for 6 weeks.
A, it would be stupid for them to do that because they just traded a good backup quarterback.
It was just a one of them.
And B, they literally would not be able to trade for Jimmy Garoppolo because they'd have to give up someone who's making $15 million to get him back.
Yeah.
All right.
How much did they pay Jacoby Brissett?
Huh?
How much did they pay Jacoby Brissett?
Probably $5 and a lollipop.
The first 6 weeks for the Browns, Panthers win, Jets win,
Can't
Steelers
say that.
win.
Can't say that. Can't say that.
Falcons win.
Can't
Chargers
say that.
lost.
Can't say that. Or you can say the Chargers lost. The
Just
Browns team has Jacoby Brissett starting. They're not going to lose against the Steelers. With Jacoby Brissett in the lineup, the Jets are even with the Browns. And the Browns, as I said, their team is in shambles right now, and it'll probably be
okay. We'll just say the same thing.
You got to take into account. You got to take into account not just what it looks like on paper, like what their team is going through. They're going through. They had one of the most. They had one of the most uncertain off seasons I've seen in a while. Think of the stuff that happened. No, you can't. Especially not this year.
Okay, well,
they didn't know who their quarterback was for a very long time, and then when they found out, they once again didn't know who their quarterback was when Watson's going through this trouble. And now they know. Yeah, oh, great, Jacoby Brissett.
They're practicing with both quarterbacks all the time. What happens when Trubisky does dog shit and Kenny Pickett comes in? You think
that he's a rookie? He's a rookie. You don't know what'll happen with him.
It doesn't matter. He's still going to come in there, and their chemistry is not going to be on point.
It's going to be better than this Browns team. This Browns team is seeing some shit.
Who's better, Najee Harris or Nick Chubb?
Nick Chubb.
Yeah. Najee Harris can be better. Nick Chubb's better.
Yes. Nick Chubb's better.
But Najee Harris plays more of a role in the passing game.
Yeah, well, that's not what the Browns do. Browns hand it off.
Yeah, that's not what the Browns do. The Browns are mid every year.
I wonder when they're going to figure that out. I wonder when other teams are going to figure that out. They got Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, well, Kareem Hunt is still a top 10 duo with those two. Kareem Hunt is a very good running back.
Great. Like I said before, their running back duo won't matter if they're losing by 10 every game because their quarterback gives the other team the ball every fucking time. Teams are going to figure out this quarterback is dog crap. They're going to run the ball on at least first down, maybe second down. They're going to stop the run. Quarterback won't get the first down. Punt. Defense back in the field. I don't care. I don't care.
Not bad though.
I don't care how good Nick Chubb is. They know you're gonna run the ball. They know you're gonna run the ball.
You think they're gonna run the ball the whole game?
Yes, they're gonna run the ball. They're gonna run the ball more than 50% of the time with Jacoby Brissett in the backfield.
All right, we'll just have to see because this is just a pointless conversation to have right now.
I don't care how good your defense is. If it's on the field, every couple of minutes, of every fourth down, or they can't pick up a first down, the offense, it's going to it's not going to work. I don't care how good it is. It could be the best defense ever. It's not going to play well.
Yeah, you can say the same thing. You could have one of the best wide receivers and running backs and tight ends, but if your quarterback and offensive line are dog shit, you're nothing.
Exactly.
You're doing nothing.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's what the Steelers are.
That's what the Browns are.
Okay, well, they don't have a dog shit offensive line, so...
No, but they have a pretty fucking dog shit quarterback. And when Deshaun Watson... Yeah, for 6 weeks, Deshaun Watson hasn't played in how many years? Deshaun Watson hasn't played since 2020.
He's still a top 12 quarterback in the league.
No, he's not. He hasn't played. He hasn't played. Deshaun Watson hasn't played in the NFL in a year and a half.
I think the main thing you gotta think about is I'll take Jacoby Brissett and the Browns offensive line over, Mitchell Trubisky and the Steelers offensive line, but I won't take the Steelers. I'll take the Steelers' history of winning and not finishing under 500, finding a way to
Exactly.
get those wins. I'll take Mike Tomlin over Kevin Stefanski any day.
Mike Tomlin will not let this team, maybe a losing record, but they won't be worse than the Browns. They will not be worse than the Browns.
Do you think the Browns are going to have a winning record without a doubt?
That is
to be seen.
I can't even comment on that. All right, moving on. Next team, we'll go to the Ravens.
Talk about the Steelers defense.
Oh yeah, what are you going to talk about the Steelers defense too? I think we got everything out for the Steelers and the Browns. We talked about their team. We talked about the defense. Steelers have a better defense than the Browns.
No
They do.
way.
Yes, they do.
Who's better, Myles Garrett or T.J. Watt?
T.J. Watt.
Them?
T.J. Watt's better than Myles Garrett.
It's like you're picking an apple store.
But that doesn't matter. You can't just compare two players.
It's like they're within a hair length apart.
They're very close to each other.
Who's better secondary, Browns or Steelers?
Probably Browns by a little bit, but it's close.
Steelers as a unit are pretty decent.
Yeah,
I mean,
and they've.
Witherspoon is hella underrated. Minka, you got Edmonds.
Bro, this is Browns secondary with Denzel Ward, Grant Delpit, John Johnson, Greg Newsome. That's fucking insane.
And they're gonna fall apart when they're on the field. When they're on the field every 5 minutes.
Let's see, because you can say the same thing about the 49ers. They had a dog shit quarterback with Garoppolo, and you can see how far they
Garoppolo, though, that season wasn't dog shit.
I'm thinking
he was
Jimmy
serviceable.
Garoppolo on crutches over.
Yeah, he was serviceable that year.
Garoppolo was a backup quarterback too.
Garoppolo was serviceable that year. When they got
Go to the Bengals, please.
All right, moving on. We're going. No. Bengals for last. You gotta save the AFC champs for last. We'll go to the Ravens. Lamar. You got your running back core coming back after them all just dying last year.
Mike Davis, too.
So I think they're going to be a good team. I think they'll probably have 11 wins.
I think Tyler Linderbaum's huge, too, for a run-heavy offense.
Yeah. And J.K. Dobbins, I think he'll have a good year.
Yeah.
And Rashad Bateman. Their wide receiver core isn't great, though. You got Devin Duvernay, who I started on my 32-man league as a replacement wide receiver last year. They don't have good wide receivers. I mean,
Could they afford to go sign Odell or something?
Yeah, they need another wide receiver, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they don't probably pass the ball 25 times a game. So all Rashad Bateman has to do is be serviceable.
Yeah, I guess so. Mark Andrews, too. Can't forget about him. That's an obvious one.
Yeah.
Their O-line, obviously got Ronnie Stanley.
Linderbaum, Zeitler, Morgan Moses, all right.
Pretty good offensive line.
Yeah, I think this team could be good. Just looking at their offense and their defense.
They got their entire secondary back this year.
Yeah,
too. I mean, Jesus Christ. Kyle Fuller is there.
Yeah, Kyle Fuller's just backup on this.
Better hope they don't got Kyle Hamilton. Fucking man, that man. That clip of him getting toasted.
It's a lot of these places you can't film, so it's people only. It's not like you're seeing an entire practice, It's people picking one clip out of their ass, then get over the security guard's head when he's not looking,
Yeah.
You gotta take it with it.
Obviously Calais Campbell is still solid. Michael Pierce, He's not bad. Patrick Queen can be very good linebacker. So.
Okay. Marlon Humphrey, the GOAT.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Marcus Peters, he's all right. Pretty good. Kevin Seymour, Tim.
All right, last one.
Last one we got. AFC champs, Cincinnati Bengals.
They only got better.
They're going to.
Yeah, they also overachieved though.
Yeah, I don't. They can't keep that up.
They'll still win the AFC North.
I said the same thing about the Bucks when they won the Super Bowl. That year was an overachieving year. They went 10-6.
People forget they still would have went back to the Super Bowl if Cooper Kupp didn't catch that 50-yard bomb. They would have been back at the Super Bowl. But they would have had teams like.
But he did.
Yeah, but they didn't have a regressing season. They still.
Yeah, I guess.
Like team.
Joe Burrow, obviously, coming off his very good sophomore year. Joe Mixon, great running back, top 5. Top 5 or top 7. Top 7, I would say. The wide receiver core is good. I like their wide receiver core a lot.
Yeah, I like it.
I think it's a very good wide receiver core. Tight ends, yeah. I mean, it's all right. Hayden Hurst is decent.
I think Joe Mixon, top 10 running back. I don't think he can.
Really, the O-line. You gotta see what they do. They've
Jordan Williams not bad. La'el Collins all right. I like Kappa.
they've disappointed the Bengals fan base for the last 2 years in the Super Bowl and in Burrow's freshman year.
Yeah,
rookie year.
I'm still gonna. Jamar Chase was the pick.
Definitely. Jamar Chase was definitely the pick. He had a great year.
The secondary is pretty good.
Secondary's good, except Eli shat my pants.
I don't think he's gonna play.
I think Jackson Hill will play.
Yeah.
Jackson Hill's very good at Michigan.
Trey Hendrickson is pretty good. Logan Wilson. Blowjob Hill.
Chidobe Awuzie. Cowboys legend.
Blowjob Hill's pretty good. Yeah. I think this is a good team, but I don't think they go back to the Super Bowl. I think they're a playoff team. I think they compete with the Ravens to win the division.
I need 7 teams to run now. It doesn't have to be. Just give me 7 in no particular order. I don't care.
All right, AFC. I'll go first. AFC. We got the Chiefs, Chargers, Ravens, Colts. Or I'll go. All right, Chiefs, Chargers, Ravens, Colts. What division am I missing? NFC East, Bills. And then we got 2 more.
5?
Yeah.
Chiefs, Chargers.
And then we need 2 more. I'm gonna have to go Ravens. And then the final team. This is gonna be like a team that fights for a playoff spot. I'm gonna go Titans. I'm gonna go Titans over Broncos or Raiders or even the Dolphins. I'm gonna go Titans.
And you didn't put the Bengals in there either.
Yeah, I did. I did. I did.
Oh, you did?
Didn't I?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I did. I said Ravens. I said Ravens, Chiefs, Chargers, Bills, Colts, Bengals, Titans. Yeah. I said the Bengals.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs.
3
Bills.
From that division. Damn.
Bills. Then I would have to go Colts, Bengals. Say Dolphins, and
Can't do that. Not gonna work. The 2 wild card spots. Oh no, I guess there's 3, but the only
There's
wild
3,
card
yeah.
teams are gonna be Dolphins, then either 2 of the AFC West teams.
how many am I?
You get 3 wild cards.
Yeah.
With the AFC West teams, you already have 2 of the wild card spots filled, and then you just said Dolphins, so you get no wild card spots. Now you just got winners of the division.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
There's so many good teams, bro.
Yeah. No, I know.
That's what I would say.
I would go. Geez. So, do I want to go with the same? I could easily see the same 3 AFC West, but I'll go division winners first, and then I'll get 3 wild cards. So
I only have
Bills.
2 of the AFC West teams.
Bills. We'll say Bengals for the sake of an argument for division winners. Colts and Chargers. So then
Okay.
wild cards, we're gonna go with Chiefs,
All right.
Ravens,
All right.
and Raiders too. I'm going Raiders also. I think I just did the exact same thing
Raiders
as Dan,
instead of I guess.
Like- but Dolphins or
Yeah.
anyone else.
I said Dolphins,
Wait.
right? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy one.
Yeah, I think that final wild card spot's gonna be a close fight. There's a lot of teams that can get it. And there's a lot of teams that are fighting for the division. Chiefs and Chargers, Bengals, Ravens, Colts, Titans.
We can go over the NFC division.
Oh, yeah, that's why I said the Titans.
We can go over the NFC divisions.
Which one?
I'm
Yeah, we did.
for our.
Yeah, we can do it now. Might as well.
I'm gonna say.
I'll go first. So, the winners of divisions, I got Packers, Eagles, Bucks, Rams. And then the wild card spots, I got Vikings, Cowboys, nobody else from the South, because they're all kind of mid besides the Bucks. And there's got to be somebody from the West. Niners.
Okay, I'm gonna say Vikings win the division. But I said it would be close. Then I'm gonna say no, never mind. Packers win division. Saints win division.
Saints?
Eagles win. Yeah, I think Saints are going to do it. Saints win division. Eagles win division. Rams win division. So then I got Vikings, then Bucks, obviously.
You said the Bucks?
Yeah, and then do you want to go Cowboys or?
I go Niners over Cowboys.
Niners, Cowboys, Cardinals, or Lions. I think the Lions are good. I can't trust them. I'll say Cowboys. So I have the same thing, just as Anthony, but who do I have over the Saints in here?
I had the Bucks over the Saints. I had the
I have the
Niners.
Saints. I have the Saints over you instead of the 49ers. All right, then. What do you have?
I got division winners: Eagles, Packers, Bucks, Rams. Full basic.
Yeah,
the
that's the same
Eagles.
as mine. No, that's the same as mine.
And then Cowboys get in,
Mm-hmm.
Saints get in, and 49ers get in.
Okay. Who did I say you said the Saints? Oh, the Vikings. Yeah,
No,
so ours
49ers.
is the same as... No, he said 49ers too. So me and Timmy
Oh.
said the same besides the Vikings-Saints thing. I don't think the Saints will make the playoffs, but who knows?
Nobody had the Cardinals in the playoffs too.
No. I don't know.
I
That,
don't
that,
think-
that division's too stacked, and there's not enough wild card spots for the Cardinals to make it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
They have to play all those teams 2 times a year. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's gonna be it's hard for any team in the league, no matter how good you are.
Yeah, no cap.
Yeah, Rams repeat.
Really,
Repeat to the Super Bowl. I don't think they.
I don't really know who I got. I like to say Chiefs. I don't know. I'm a Mahomes fan, so I like Mahomes.
I got a little Bills Buccaneers Super Bowl. Brady goes out on top of the ring.
That would be crazy, but he says he wants to play till 50, so.
I say next episode we do Would You Rather with players. Like we each create our
Well,
own.
we gotta get in MLB trade deadline and MLB season
No,
before.
we don't. Fuck.
We need to do an MLB thing. Maybe we can wait a little bit. Maybe. Maybe until like some. I guess we can wait a little bit more till the end of the season, but I think we should do one MLB podcast before the end of the season.
Yeah, maybe.
We could do 2 before the end of the season. You know, the second one could be playoff predictions.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, we'll call it there. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to check out the NFC edition to see what we predicted for those teams. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure to check out the next podcast and check out the channel. Make sure you subscribe and all that jazz. So we'll see you in the next podcast.